Hello, Beez Bladers! Welcome back, and welcome newcomers to the channel. This is the first time I've ever had a knife designed by this designer on the channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day. By the way, this is a Liong Ma Eutectik. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. We're checking out a Liong Ma knife. I know he's been around for a long time and a lot of people have checked his knives out, but you know, I'm behind the times. You can only do so much content when you have two jobs. You know what I'm saying? But I hope you're having a fantastic day, and make sure you leave a positive comment down below. And guess what? This one right here is the same as this one. We're giving this away on the live stream. So every Friday night, we have a live stream, 8:15 to midnight or so. You want to come because we give out knives like this. We give away premium knives, etc., etc., etc. You'll have to come check it out and see what you think. This is the Liong Ma Eutectik Trinity. Would you look at it? Just look at it, all of its Trinity-ness. So I'm seeing right off the get-go, it has very nice texture on the G10. It's not the super extra aggressive texture, but it does serve its purpose. Like, I'm not gonna drop the knife. It has that good texture. It's not rough where it's not gonna wear your pocket away going in and out of your pocket. So it has just the right amount of texture. And then here we have a deep carry clip. It does have a couple of mushrooms underneath the shade there. It would be preferable if those were, you know, a flathead screws. So we'll see how that is in and out of the pocket. Matter of fact, I'll check right now before I forget. Let's see. I have some khaki shorts on, and the pocket clip it's a little snug, but I did not get snaggage. So there was and if you had some thick jeans on, that may be something that you want to consider as whether or not it'll go over the thick jeans. And matter of fact, I'll probably do a B-roll right now of me testing it out on a pair of jeans that I have, and we'll see what it does there, and you can let me know after the video. So going back to it, let's see. Oh, very nice. It does have probably a D-shaped pivot. It has a fixed pivot, so it's not going to spin on you. And okay, we have multiple deployments. We have a flipper, a top flipper, kind of a top front flipper, and a thumb hole, which is very nice. Now let's get this blade out. Are you ready? Pow! Right in the kisser. Oh my, this is a long knife. Oh, it's much longer than I thought it was going to be, said no one ever. Let's see. Let's check this out. I'm going to check out the fit, finish, action, ergos, all of that in fast motion. First, let's get an idea here. So it's coming in at 8.4 inches. Your total blade length, it's 3.6 inches, but sharpened, it's right around 3.2 inches of sharpened length. Your handle is 4.7 inches long, so it has a lot of handle to work with. And then your blade, let's see how tall that blade is. It's taller than I thought. Your blade is about 1.1 inches tall, which is very nice, very, very nice. And comes with a standard factory edge on it. Doesn't feel too bad, has some nice teeth, and look at this. 14C 28-inch blade steel, baby. A giant, generous choil. Nothing like a generous choil. Now, you know what? Since I have it on the table, we'll do a quick size comparison. Here's the Spyderco Para 3, and here's the Spyderco Sage 6. So there's a couple, you know, smaller, medium-sized Spydercos, and then since we have some Spydercos out, let's put up Spyderco Paramilitary 2. So they're just about the same length, and as far as sharpened length, it has more sharpened length than the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. Now, let me put a couple up. You know I got to put up the QSP Penguin, because everybody needs a Penguin, right? This is the version 2. Not that you could tell by looking at it. And then here is the Civivi Elementum for a little bit of size reference. Now, I know that Liong Ma has come out with a lot of very premium knives, and I think it's pretty exciting that he has some knives that are, I wouldn't call it budget, I would call it more mid-range these days, but nice looking stonewash finish on that blade. Ooh, okay, it sounds. Here's the sound. It feels, oh yeah, nice jumps. Okay, let's see what our lockup looks like. The lockup is good on it, and are we centered? The blade is centered. Now, let's check out the ergos, and then we'll play around with the knife, okay? My hand's 4 inches from here to here, 3.5 from here to here, and from the bottom of my palm to the tip of my middle finger is 7.25. And, ooh, I can tell you right now that the reverse flick is on point. So, holding it back here, zero hot spots. That pocket clip is not bothering me at all. Low profile clip. Again, if that had flat screws, that would have been the bee's knees. So back here, it's very comfortable, and I am still I'm hitting that jimping just at the bottom, just enough to kind of help stop my thumb. Now, if I'm choking up, if you have large hands, I mean, Let me give it the hammer grip here. So there are no rough, no sharp edges. They did chamfer off the edges of that G10. You can see right there, it's all chamfered off, to use a fancy word, and then choking up using that choil. Look how big the handle room is on this knife. If you have some big beefy hands or some big chunky sausage fingers, you have all the handle you'll ever need. So if it's a common thing for you to never have enough handle, or you like more handle on your knives, more to move around, more to play with, holy cow, that is there is handle for days. Now, one thing that I would say is, if I'm holding it back here in the classic grip and not using that choil, that's going to catch on things. So it's primarily probably meant to be held up here right behind the heel, right there next to my index finger. That's going to be the most advantageous for cutting. So if you go to cut stuff and you're holding it way back here, cardboard and things are going to jab and get caught on that heel. So that's something to think about when you're considering where to get this knife. Now, let's play around with it. Let's see. Is there any cut through? There's no cutout, but you can see that the liner lock does stand out just a little bit, and there is a little bit of milling going in. It's not difficult to hit, and luckily it is grabby enough, so it is grabbing my thumb and making it really easy to disengage. And oh wow, it is buttery smooth. Oh my. Yeah, it's super smooth. It does have caged ceramic ball bearings, which is very nice, very, very nice. And let's see how this top flip works. Oh yeah, that's money. If you like to top flip, such a great job on the jimping. Look at that. That is perfect. Perfect jimping. You put your finger anywhere up here and just pull back and it's going to snap out. So I appreciate that. And then look at this. Perfect jimping on that flipper tab. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Pow, right in the kisser. So perfect jimping. Yes, you can push button it, or you can light switch it. Look at this. Oh my gosh. So the action, the fit, the ergos, so far, I don't see anything to complain about. How about left and right, up and down? So left and right, 0. Up and down, 0. No movement, no blade play at all. And I'm giving it a twerk. I'm giving it a little bit of some pressure. Got me under pressure. Nothing. So it's very solid. And with it being that solid, still that drop shutty. So if you want to get a mid-range knife, just above the budget area, I think they're around probably the 80s. I think this would be a really good one. If you want a Liong Ma, I didn't know that you could get a Liong Ma for, under $100. I thought he only made like the super high premium. And this is the first time I ever heard of Eutectik. And I was very fortunate enough to meet and speak with Liong Ma at Blade Show. And it was very nice of him to donate a couple knives. I have another knife from Liong Ma that we're going to be giving away on a Friday night. So make sure you come and hang out at the live stream. That's where we do. The purpose of the live stream is not giveaways. It's just something extra that we do, and it's a lot of fun. We talk about knives, flashlights, all the gear that was on the channel the previous week, and anything you want. If you want me to put this up against another knife to see what it looks like or tell you anything more about it, that's where we'll do it. Otherwise, there's links below where you can go check them out. Now go watch this video or check that one out. And until I see you again in the lives or the chats or the hive streams, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.